once you commit to building a productivity system, it has to be structured. And that's going to require creating an environment that is conducive to productivity. So I'm going to break it down for you guys. First of all,
Please.
you need a productivity system. And I think the productivity system you should develop has been crystallized by an author by the name of David Allen, the founder of the Getting Things Done philosophy, which is another book, probably a close second to Amusing Ourselves to Death in terms of before and after books. And he talks about 4 distinct stages of productivity: capture, process, do, and review. Let me break it down, right? When it comes to capturing, what you want to do is take in life's random inputs. And I'm going to use this podcast as an example, right?
Sure.
Life's random inputs. I was going about my life, and then I got a message from Omer saying, hey, do you want to be on a podcast together? And I said, okay, yeah, for sure. Now, I could either say, yeah, for sure, and then forget about it tomorrow, or I can capture it. So I have a notebook. I use sticky notes. I have a note app on my phone. You might use Google Keep, Evernote, whatever you use. You just need a place to physically transpose an idea, to literally pluck it out of the ether and put it somewhere. Once you capture it, then you need to process it and figure out sort of what the action step is from there. So I use a to-do list. This could be physical. This could be digital. I personally use digital. I use Asana. So the task that I made for myself was organize, or I think it was schedule and prepare for Secrets of Greatness podcast with Omer. So that was the to-do list. But it wasn't enough to just write out the task. I also needed to figure out when in time and space I was going to do it. That's when the do stage comes in, and you need to use a calendar for that. And so this could be also physical or digital. I personally use Google Calendar. In my calendar, I booked off today's date, today's time, and now I had a task and a corresponding calendar event. Then that gave me the structure that I needed to resist my tendency to procrastinate and do nothing, and then trust that on this day at this time, I would have to show up. And these are the things that I would need to do in advance of the talk, in advance of the podcast, to make sure that I have the insights that you are hearing today, so that I'm not winging it. I'm not just showing up and blurting things out, that I've actually thought about this in advance. And I've got pages and pages of notes that I've went into the preparation of this podcast so that I can be the best guest for you, sir, because I know you are showing up similarly as the best host. And then the 4th and final stage is review. And I use a journal. I use a physical journal. I use something by Intelligent Change called the 5-minute journal, which allows me to sort of reconcile my thoughts. And then real quick, Omer, I promise I'm not going to spend too much time.
Please, take your time.
When it comes to creating the ideal environment that is conducive to productivity, what you want to do is establish set working hours, and then you want to change your location and dress up. And I'm talking about specifically within COVID, right? Yeah. Change your location, dress up, build a routine and try to stick to it. Take regular breaks or you will be broken, and then limit your distraction. And I can go into any of those in as little or as much detail as you'd like, but I thought I'd just give you like the top level solutions when it comes to building an environment that is conducive to productivity.